Hi guys, I am on my front porch and it's the middle of the afternoon, so I'm sorry about the squinting. But I felt like making this video just a front porch talk type of thing, and it took a lot of soul searching for me to do this video. But then I thought, the reason that I started YouTube was for a whole host of reasons. Decorating and fun stuff and Q&As and just all of it, along with my cancer journey. And you have been here for it all. Now let me also say that I know that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have made videos about their mental health. And mostly from comments I've seen, the reception that they get for doing those videos seems to be like, oh brother, here we go again. Here's another one that can't handle life. We all have our problems. Why are they on here talking about their mental health and all their problems? But the reason that I'm on here to talk about my own struggles right now is because I don't want anybody to feel alone. And if for some reason you've not dealt with this, or you haven't seen anyone else's videos about depression and mental health, and maybe there's somebody that's going to stumble across this that hasn't stumbled across anybody else's, and it's what they need to hear. Because I never want to let anyone feel like they're out there alone. And that's how I have felt over the past many months. And it's like they say, people don't fake being depressed, they fake being happy. Well, I couldn't do it anymore. And I had a routine doctor appointment yesterday, and I decided to tell her everything and not hide any of it. It ended up, my appointment was at 2, and I left there at 3:30, and that was an hour and a half that she spent with just me. That wasn't waiting on her to come in the room. That was my visit. I felt kind of guilty about that. I said, I didn't mean to take up your whole afternoon. She said, don't even say it. She brought out things that I've been hiding. And didn't want to talk about. See, I didn't want it to be like this. But you know, she's a professional and she knows how to get people to talk. And once I started, I couldn't stop. So, yeah. I don't know if anyone else could tell, or if anyone else knows. Probably not. I think I was pretty good at hiding it. That I've been really scared. I've been really feeling completely alone over the last several months. And I keep taking my antidepressant medication, which was Paxil, which I've been on for years and years and years, and I just don't think it's working anymore. And I think that's part of my problem. I need a different medication, and she agreed with me, and she is putting me on a different medication for that. So, you know, hopefully that'll work, and we'll see what happens. I had a lot of weight gain, and part of it is because I know what I need to do, and I've done it before, but I just don't care. So I'll eat that big plate of pasta because I just don't care, because I don't feel like anybody, and I mean, you know, the ones that are closest to me in my circle here, cares anyway. I found out some things. I'm not going to go into that, but that's what really crushed me. And ever since then, I felt completely alone. And I thought, well, you know, I'll get counseling. Well, once you're on Medicare, I guess they don't care if you have mental health issues or need to go to the dentist, because, you know, everything costs so much. You can get that coverage, I suppose, but it's more per month for everything. And I just didn't go that route. She suggested a different plan for me come November when it's open enrollment, something that would offer more benefits. So I'm gonna look into that. She's changed my antidepressant. I haven't started it yet. They've not got it filled. And I'm not sure if I ever mentioned that last summer I had my first bone density scan, and I have full-blown, pretty serious osteoporosis. And my mother had bones of steel, but they say that it was probably because I did chemo, and it just sucked all the calcium and stuff out of my bones. And so now I have that, and I didn't want to treat it. I'm always resistant to, you know, I take enough medicines and vitamins as the way it is, and I'm always resistant to starting something new because, you know, I don't know, my anxiety, you know, side effects and ill effects and what's going to happen to me and what if this and that and the other. And she told me, please, Judy, I'm not going to push you getting a colonoscopy. I am going to push this. Please take this medication. It will rebuild your bones. I've seen it work miracles, and you have severe osteoporosis. Now, as far as my depression, I'm going to try and not babble on for too long. But she said to me in the office yesterday, if you stand up from this appointment and you go out to the front desk and drop of a heart attack, would you want me to save you? And I said, honestly, no. And she said, well, what if, she said, here's another scenario. What if you walk out and you start having chest pain, but you don't fully collapse and you're okay and you come through it, but you see, you know, the cardiologist or me, and you need a procedure that millions of people have had, like a stent placement or something to open up an artery. And I mean, she was just using this as a scenario. There's nothing wrong with my heart that I know of. And would you go ahead and do the surgery and the procedure and let them fix everything? And I said, no. And she just stopped what she was doing right then, and she looked at me right in the eyes and she said, you are severely depressed. Someone your age with the small list of problems that can be dealt with that you have, if you were in a good state of mind, you would say, well, yeah, try to save me. Well, yeah, I'd do a surgery. Well, yeah, you know. And she said, you're not even interested in it. If it happens, it happens, and you'd be fine with it. And she said, I'm worried about you. She wants to see me on a virtual call in 4 weeks. My blood sugar is very high. She says I'm pre-diabetic, which I have been off and on, but then I get a grip on my weight and I quit eating carbs and it goes back down, and I'm good to go. Now, it's a very strong family history, very strong on my mother's side for diabetes. But I haven't been a good girl. I haven't. You know, I eat that cookie, I eat those cinnamon rolls, you know, I haven't cared, and I need to care again. Which all circles back around to my former eating disorder. I don't want to go down that road again because with me it seems black and white. She said she would watch me closely, but she's going to let me choose my own plan because I've done it before and been successful. And she said maybe you need to get a job, be it a paying job or a volunteer stint. I used to work aftercare at a Catholic school that I lived close to in our other house for 2 years before the panini hit, and I loved it. I walked, I got a lot of exercise, running with the kids, taking them here and there throughout the school. I worked 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. And it was great for me, and I had lost 20 pounds from where I am right now, just back then. I felt good mentally and physically, and I had interaction with people at work that I made friends with, and you know, it was all good. So I really need to look around and see what maybe I could volunteer for, you know, just to get me out of the house a little more, because it's getting so bad, you guys, and I just been hiding it for so long. And Lucy, I got her as thinking it was part of the answer that I needed. I lost both my dogs, as you know, within 5 weeks of each other, and I'd had them for, you know, 9-10 years, and they were both gone, and that didn't help my state of mind either. And so when Lucy came along, I thought, well, this will be good. You know, I'll have another little animal to take care of, and I've always loved dogs, but as much as I love her, the improvement in my mental state that I was hoping that she would provide hasn't been near what I had hoped. So if you're interested in my new journey, stay tuned. I'll let you know how I'm doing on this new medication. I'll let you know what it is. And when I start the osteoporosis medicine, I'll also fill you in more on that, what the medication is, what the side effects are supposed to be, what she told me. And we'll just, you know, go down this road together if you want. If you want to, you know, stick with me through this. Every video is not going to be about this, but yeah, we'll go down this road together, and I can let you know what's happened to me and what, you know, is coming next. So if you would like to hear those things, stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one.